how's it going? It's Naftali again. Sorry about the new channel name change. This is actually the last time I'm going to be changing it. Before it was Garage Gear TV. Now it is Gearhead Formula, and it's going to stay like that for, actually I don't know how long, maybe it'll stay like that for the rest of the time that I'm on the channel, you know? But, in regards to the uploading schedule and stuff like that, since I started working again, I will only be uploading once a week so far to see how things go. I'm not 100% sure if people are going to continue watching the videos and what's going to continue happening. You know, I can't predict the future by any means, but I'm going to upload once a week, and we'll take it from there. If things start to pick up, I'll upload twice a week, and we'll continue with that. Also, I will be doing same-day uploads. So the same day I take the video, it should be uploaded within that same day. So if I take a video on Saturday, I'll upload it on Saturday or Sunday morning, latest, depending on how long it takes to format the video and all of that. And, you know, transfer it from, if it's a JPEG file, to a MP3 file, you know, something like that. So it depends on how long it takes to format the video, and it depends on how much editing I do to it, and it also depends upon how much, I forget the word that I'm looking for, but yeah, it depends on how the internet connection is that day. So sometimes a lot of people are on the internet, sometimes a lot of people aren't on the internet, so it all depends. Alright, so with all of that out of the way, now let's talk about the truck. So my last video, I showed you guys around the truck. I started it up. You know, I showed you guys what type of work really I want to do on it and stuff like that. And I briefly touched on what my plans are for it. And this video is strictly going to be for what my plans are towards the truck and what I actually plan to do towards it. So, the truck, it's a 1989 Dodge Dakota. The previous owner, he put the 5.9 liter inside. Originally it was a 3.7 V6, but he put the 5.9 liter inside, and he put, you know, a 904 transmission backing it, and he claims that he did rear end work, and I put this in quotations because honestly, from what I've seen so far, this guy didn't do anything significantly to the truck at all. So, you know, it's kind of iffy, all the work that he did. So going forward, I'm in the process of undoing things that he already did. So like, things like the wiring that he messed up, I'm gonna undo that. Things like like I showed you guys last video, the whole entire HVAC system is all messed up, so I'm going to take care of that. The shifter in the console area, that's like a whole nother situation that I'm going to get into this video, but sorry about my nose, it continues to itch me, but I'm not picking at anything like that, no. But the shifter, like I mentioned in the last video, I have a star shifter for it, a B&M star shifter, so I'm going to put that inside of the truck. But when I put that in, I actually want to build a custom center console, and I'll flip the camera around right now for you guys to see. Like, I want to build a custom center console to go from right here and go up into here like so, and put the shifter right here, and around like this area right here, I'm going to poke 3 gauge holes so that I have one hole for the tack, one hole for the wideband O2 sensor that I have for it, and another hole for maybe like a vacuum gauge or something like that, or maybe a temperature gauge, because I don't know if I'm going to accurately trust this temperature gauge up here And as you can see, the oil gauge is stuck right now at where it's at. So these gauges, they're kind of a little iffy because of the guy's wiring work, and that's okay. You know, it's not reliable for me to I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this positioned again. It's not reliable for me to rely on those gauges. So, but besides the center console, my further plans are I'm actually going to buy a new carburetor for it, thanks to a friend of mine named Kurt. He knows Mopars very well. He's a really good friend of mine. He helped me out with the wiring. I'm going to buy another carburetor for it, a Demon carburetor, the one that looks like the thermal quad. I forgot what it's called exactly, but out of the box they're $360, and they're phenomenal. I've driven a car with it on it before, and it feels like if it's pumping out like a 1000 cc CFM carburetor, you know, and it's just probably a 750 on top of it. So with that being said, I'm actually going to buy one and put it on top of here. You know, instead of having the mechanical secondaries, which, if you don't know, it just means that it's a double pumper. Instead of having a double pumper, I'm just going to have vacuum secondaries and electric choke, opposed to double pump electric choke. So that's just going to be a little bit easier on the daily drivability of the vehicle, and a little bit easier on the maintenance and the tuning of the carburetor and stuff like that. Not to say that double pumpers are hard to tune, it's just a little finicky if you don't get it right, and the truck or the car will run very lopsided if you don't get the perfect air-fuel mixture. So, continuing along in the engine bay wise, I also, like I mentioned last video, I want to do a tucked radiator fan setup. I want to get an aluminum rad with a fan. Instead of having pusher fans, I want puller fans, unless this guy actually mounted the fans in the front of the radiator as pullers and it's pulling through. I honestly don't know, because I've looked at them and I've tried to do a little bit of research on them, but they seem like some generic eBay fans, so I can't say for sure. So what I want to do is I want to go and I want to do the cooling system right. Another thing is I do want to hook up the heat, because heat is very crucial to me. If it's like 30 degrees outside, I'd like to have a little bit of heat, you know. I can't drive with no heat. So I'm going to hook up the heat. My other thing that I want to do, you know, this is kind of like the biggest part of the whole entire truck, besides body and paint. I would like to take that 360 out of there, the 5.9 Magnum. I'd like to take that engine out, and I'd actually like to put a modern 5.7 HEMI in it. I touched on this in the last video, but that's kind of like my overall plan for the truck. I don't know if I want it to be a street truck, if I want it to be a drag truck, if I want it to be an autocross or something like that vehicle, or a drift vehicle. I don't know. You guys tell me what you want to know and what you want to see the truck get built into in the comments. Because right now it's just a open platform for me to do whatever I feel like it, you know, or whatever you guys say I should do with it. Just leave a comment down below and tell me what you guys want to see. But another thing I have to do is the front suspension, because he heated up the front springs. And so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to buy some drop springs for it and some drop spindles. Together, those two will lower the front end 4 inches from stock, which I believe that's how low it is right now, about 4 inches from stock. So if it's that, I'm going to just lower it that much. But if, you know, it goes a little bit lower than it is right now, that's not a big problem. I actually prefer to like the little bit of rake that I can get a little bit of aerodynamics, even though it's not that aerodynamic. It's like a brick. The truck is literally like a brick. But you know, moving on, I want to put some Chrysler mag wheels, well, not Chrysler mag wheels, some of the older style, retro style mag wheels on it, the 5-spoke designs. I'd insert a picture, but I actually don't know how. So when I'm editing, maybe I'll insert the picture if I figure out how to do it, but as of right now, I don't know how to. If you want to go in Google and punch it up, it's the older style mag wheels. So that's kind of the wheels I want to go with on the truck. I have a Krager SS wheel that I would put on top of it, like a set of Kragers, but I don't like the Krager look on top of this truck. So I'm just going to go with something a little retro, but a little modern at the same time that still has a really nice flair, but not too aggressive and not too, like, out there. The only other style wheel I would go with is like a 17-inch, kind of like a Ashanti type deal, or a BBS, or like a Koenig wheel, or a something like a RPF1 maybe, or a NK wheel. But it all depends on how the budget is, because like I said, I work and I can't make these videos and just pump them out. So, you know, I'm doing this truck on a budget. I'm 19 years old, I'm about to be 20, and I'm trying to invest my money elsewhere. That's, you know, eventually when I go across my whole plan for all of that, but we're going to leave that to the side for now. Back to the truck now, because I'm rambling on. I'd like to, well, we're in the inside now, and we already spoke about the center console. I have a radio for it, so the radio hole will not continue to be open. I like having music. A lot of folks don't care for music, but I prefer to have my music. I'm actually going to do 2 6x9 speakers in the back on each corner, 6x9 here and 6x9 over there in the corner. I'm going to do 2 4-inches inside of the doors. And I might put 2 tweeters in the dash, or maybe on the A-pillars. I might put 2 tweeters in there. So a total of, well, and 1 speaker that's in the center of the truck. In the center of the dash, excuse me. So for a total of 7 speakers, I can, you know, I'll have like a surround sound type of thing going, and I'll be okay with that. You know, I don't want anything like super loud or super bassy. You know, I just want enough to where I'm okay. You know, I can tone out the exhaust if I want to tone it out. Steering wheels, I would like to put a Grant wheel on top of it, and that'd be it, really. There's nothing fancy about this. There will be a lot of how-to videos coming on this truck, because I was looking at other videos, and some of them I like, some of them I don't, and I kind of want to, you know, show you the correct way to do things, and not the let's cut corners and do things the wrong way. So I do indeed have a tachometer for the truck. Like I mentioned last video, I have an auto gauge odometer tachometer for it that I want to put on top. Sorry about that, you guys fell. But I was actually gonna do that. Today, but I ordered the rolls of wire off of Amazon, and they haven't showed up yet, so I'm waiting on that. Sorry, I'm sitting inside of the truck and it's parked on the street right now, so I keep looking back and forth. I have wandering eye syndrome, I guess you can call it, because I don't like looking directly at the camera. I feel like I'm looking at the gauge cluster, because that's actually where you guys are, and it feels like I'm looking into the abyss of nothing, so I'm sorry. What else is there? I would also like to, well, actually I don't know. Like, I want to bring the interior back to the way it should be, with the carpet and the seats and stuff like that. I like these seats. These are really nice, comfortable seats. I might just leave them in here. You know, I like the way that the color is, and it suits the inside of the truck with the fabric here and stuff like that on the door panels. So I'd like to actually keep that. And the only other thing I'd like to do is from, the door panels, maybe get some new door panels for it. Maybe get some new side mirrors, the ones with the little remote like the older style cars. And that's really about it. As for, the glass in the back, I would like to put the headliner back in. If I can get a headliner for it, I'd put that back. Also, there is a sliding rear glass window that I would like to find. If I can, I'd put that on top of the truck. I do like sliding windows. A lot of guys don't. I actually do like it because when I'm riding with the windows down or something, I like the air to go through the back opposed to just staying in the cabin. It's a lot more aerodynamic. And when I'm, going from state to state or whatever the case may be, I'd like to have that luxury because the truck will not have AC. I'm not a big fan of AC. I don't like AC, so it will not have AC. I have some more things on the way for the truck, like a light switch. I have a light switch because the light switch in here is shot. I'm sorry. Alright, sorry about that. The SD card kind of got full, so I had to put a new one in. Where was I? Actually, I don't even remember, and it just happened like 2 seconds ago, so I don't know. You guys tell me what you guys want to see happen to the truck. I have parts coming for it. I have like a light switch coming, like I mentioned. I have other things coming, like I said, I have new gauges coming for it. I want to build the center console. I have the stuff to install the tack right coming. I have a couple of things on the way for the truck, and I'd like to, make a couple of videos on it. Next week, I'm actually going to order a carburetor for it because, like I said, I want to put the carburetor on either next week or the week after, depending on, how everything's going finances-wise, because I still have to pay my bills around the house, so that's the reason why. Today, I was actually going to install the tack, but it wasn't something I could do because excuse me, I couldn't the package couldn't come in time. So, but I don't want to make this video too long and too boring for you guys, so it's pretty much getting long as it is. So, please like, subscribe, leave a comment of what you guys want to see in the next one, and I'll get back to you guys later. I'm sorry, I'm new to all of this, so if it seems like I don't know what I'm saying, or if it seems like I don't know what I'm doing, then I'm sorry. Also, just a quick shout out to my friend Tristan. He's the one who came up with the name for the channel. Very creative guy. He's going to be starting his own YouTube channel soon about gaming and stuff like that. So if you guys want to check him out, I will leave a link in the video's description whenever he actually takes the leap of faith into it, because he's the one who kind of encouraged me to take my leap of faith into it. So, yeah. But, sorry, you guys keep falling. But thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment for more. Just let me know what you guys want to see happen to the truck in the comment section. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye-bye.